Hi guys, welcome back to the kitchen table. Okay, get your readers out please. We're going to talk about lesson 26 today. When you get your books out, I want you to open up to page 380. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready to go. All right, good. Now, our first vocabulary word is ordinary. An ostrich is not an ordinary bird. It runs quickly but cannot fly. So ordinary means usual. So he's not usual because he can't fly and most birds can. Number 2 is control. This rider uses the reins to stay in control of the camel. So control is to be able to maneuver something or a situation. Number 3 is cage. If you own an iguana, you can let it out of its cage. Okay, Christos can let his lizard out of its cage. Number 4, upset. The animal is upset because it sees danger. Okay, we know how we get upset when we're not feeling right, we're worried about something. Number 5, sensible. These sensible hippos are smart enough to roll in cool mud on a hot day. So sensible, and it says right there, smart enough. Confused. Jack was confused. He had never seen an animal like this before. Training. The training of a ferret takes time and practice. So training is getting someone or an animal to do things over and over again. Suspiciously. The wolf looked at the woman suspiciously. It did not trust her. So if you're suspicious of someone, you don't trust them. All right, here's a story for this chapter, and it's called Diego's Double Surprise. Diego sat on his bed in his room. He felt surprised and very confused. His parents had just told him they were having a baby and that he would have to share his room. His parents said that it was more sensible than moving into a bigger house with more rooms. Diego wasn't upset about having a brother or sister. It could even be fun if he didn't have to share the room. Right now, he had control over everything in his room, like the TV and the closet. Diego thought suspiciously about what it would really mean to have a baby around the house. How can I share a room with someone who hasn't even gone through potty training? He wondered. What if the baby wants to watch nature shows all the time? Diego liked cartoons, and he hated nature shows. What if the baby lets his pet guinea pig out of the cage? He worried. What if when the baby gets older, he has more friends than me? Where would I go when they all come over? Diego, we're home, Dad shouted. Come here, we have a surprise. Diego ran in, wondering if this would be a really good surprise or something more ordinary, like pizza. Honey, we're having twins, his mom cried. What? Diego yelled. He immediately thought about living with 2 babies. They would gang up on him. He just knew it. They'd make fun of his pajamas. They'd eat all the pancakes at breakfast. They'd always get to sit together in the back seat. There were only 2 beds in his room. He knew that he'd have to be the one to sleep on the floor. But there are really 2 surprises. We can't fit all of you in one room, so we're going to build a new bedroom for you. Yay! Diego cried happily and jumped in the air. Now they can watch nature shows in their own room. Diego's parents looked at him curiously. He smiled shyly and said, I'll explain later. Okay, so we're going to have to see what that has to do with our story tomorrow. You all have your spelling words, and I want you to notice our spelling words this week all have the ooh sound. Do it together. Ooh. Thanks, Frankie. Now remember, sometimes there's a lot more ways to make the ooh sound than just EW. We can make it with EW like crew or shampoo ooh, 2 O's make the sound there, or roo